Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Christian Chivu was left tipping his hat to Arsenal after Inter's 3-1 drubbing at the San Siro, admitting the Gunners' superior intensity, technique, pace, and proper squad depth left him seriously impressed. The Nerazzurri gaffer reckoned his lads gave a decent account in spells, especially early on when Petr Cech levelled things up, but Arsenal's relentless pressing, smart movement, and ability to nick goals from counters and set pieces proved too hot to handle, with Gabriel Jesus smashing in a cracking brace and Viktor Gyökeres burying a late stunner to seal it. Chivu even noted a bit of arrogance from the visitors in the first half before they dialed up the focus and humility in the second, calling it a step up from what Inter are used to in Serie A. Chivu's real frustration wasn't the Arsenal result he knew facing the league topping. Unbeaten in Europe Gunners was a tough ask, but the earlier Champions League slips against Atletico Madrid and Liverpool, where he feels a touch more maturity and concentration could have nicked points. The regret is that in these 3 games we could have had more, perhaps not tonight, but against Atletico and Liverpool a little more maturity and concentration could have made the difference, he said. He praised his squad's courage and growth on show against such a high-caliber outfit, insisting the same attitude would have changed those previous outcomes, and is backing the lads to keep building despite sliding down the table. Proper, honest words from the boss, showing respect where it's due. Patrick Vieira speaks out about unbelievable Gabriel Jesus thrives in big games as Gunners smash Inter at San Siro. Arsenal delivered a masterclass in Milan, storming to a convincing 3-1 victory over Inter Milan at the San Siro and booking their place in the Champions League last 16 with a perfect 7 wins from 7. Mikel Arteta rang the changes with 7 rotations from the weekend's Premier League draw, yet the Gunners looked sharp and composed against last season's finalists. They attacked with real intent from the first whistle, nicking crucial goals at the right moments to quieten the home crowd and prove they've got the bottle for these proper European away days. Gabriel Jesus was simply electric up top, bagging a brilliant first-half brace that put Arsenal in the box seat. He slotted home early with a clinical finish, then restored the lead sharpish after Petr Cech had briefly levelled for the Italians. His goals were top-notch, but it was the non-stop graft pressing like a madman, linking play cleverly, and giving Inter's defence absolute nightmares that earned him man of the match honours. Coming back from a lengthy knee layoff, Jesus showed exactly why he's such a handful in the biggest fixtures. Inter responded well to falling behind, equalising quickly and turning up the heat in their famous old ground. The Serie A side threw everything at Arsenal, testing their resolve in waves, but the Gunners didn't buckle. They stayed calm, soaked up the pressure, and hit back on the counter with purpose, real signs of maturity from a heavily rotated side in one of Europe's toughest venues. Mikel Arteta was buzzing after the final whistle, heaping praise on Jesus as an unbelievable player who comes alive when the stakes are high. Speaking to Amazon Prime, he said, "There's an unbelievable player, and the bigger the game, the more comfortable he plays. He deserves the Man of the Match award." The boss admitted Arsenal have missed him badly through injury caution this season, but this performance will give everyone plenty to think about when it comes to picking the front line. Former Arsenal skipper and midfield icon Patrick Vieira was equally glowing about Jesus' display. Gabriel Jesus was an absolute star tonight, man of the match, brace of goals, and his all-round contributions were massive, Vieira said. The pressing, the intelligence, the big game mentality, he's got it all, and that's why he's so dangerous in these European nights. Proper performance from a proper player. The game was wrapped up late when substitute Viktor Gyökeres came on and smashed in a peach from distance to make it 3-1. His fresh legs and ruthless finishing took the sting out of any lingering tension, underlining the frightening depth Arteta has in attack right now. Gyökeres has been in red-hot form, and moments like this show why he's such a game-changer off the bench. It was a complete showing from the Gunners, solid at the back, quick in transition, and lethal when opportunities arose. They bossed large spells against a top outfit, only conceding once despite Inter's threats, and the result secures a top 2 spot in the league phase with a game to spare. Arteta will now turn his attention to managing minutes carefully ahead of the return fixture against Inter at the Emirates and Sunday's massive Premier League clash with Manchester United. Jesus' minutes will be monitored closely given his injury history, but nights like this are gold dust for squad belief. This San Siro masterclass is yet another marker of how far Arsenal have come under Arteta. The hunger, the quality, and standout moments from players like Jesus show they're not just making up the numbers, they're serious contenders for deep runs and silverware. North London will be buzzing. It's the kind of win that gets the whole country talking. Come on, you Gunners! Arteta praises unbelievable Jesus after Gunners' San Siro masterclass seals perfect UCL run. What a belter of a night in Milan! Arsenal stormed the San Siro and came away with a cracking 3-1 win over Inter Milan, making it 7 wins from 7 in the Champions League and booking a top 2 spot in the league phase with a game still to play. Mikel Arteta made 7 changes from the weekend's frustrating draw at Nottingham Forest, but the Gunners still looked sharp as attack against the Serie A leaders and last season's finalists. They attacked with real purpose right from the off, nicking goals at the perfect moments to quieten the home lot and show they've got proper bottle for these big European away days. Gabriel Jesus was the absolute standout, smashing in a brilliant first-half brace that put Arsenal firmly in control. He poked home the opener after just 10 minutes when Jurrien Timber's shot deflected into his path, then tapped in his second on 31 minutes from Leandro Trossard's clever header back across goal following a corner. His finishes were clinical, but it was the relentless pressing, clever link-up play, and constant menace he caused Inter's defense that really earned him man of the match and left everyone raving. Inter responded well, pulling one back in the 18th minute through Petr Susic's rifled effort from 20 yards after Arsenal failed to clear properly. The Italians turned up the heat in their iconic ground, piling on pressure and testing the Gunners' mettle, but Arsenal didn't crumble. They stayed composed, soaked up the waves, and kept hitting back on the break with intent, clear proof of how much this squad has matured in these high-pressure continental nights. Arteta was buzzing post-match, heaping praise on his lads for a special and very complete performance against one of Europe's elite. "I'm very proud of the team. We needed a special performance against a top side and we certainly done that tonight," he told Amazon Prime. "The courage, attitude and willingness to go to another level impressed me the most. To do it in San Siro against the best team in Serie A and one of the best in Europe is something else." He singled out Jesus as an unbelievable player who comes alive in the biggest games, saying the Brazilian thrives when the stakes are high. The second half was textbook game management, keeping it tight defensively while still posing a threat every time they broke. The bench made the difference late on, with Victor Gyökeres coming on and burying a stunner in the 84th minute after linking up with Bukayo Saka, finding the top corner to wrap things up. His fresh energy and ruthless finish killed off any comeback hopes and highlighted the scary depth Arteta has in attack right now. Jesus was emotional afterwards, calling it a dream night on Amazon Prime and opening up about his long injury battle. He stressed there's always a reason for setbacks, praised the team's control despite Inter's quality and home advantage, and was genuinely chuffed for Gyökeres to score 2, proper team spirit on show. He admitted it's tough for any striker without regular goals, but is grafting hard and happy to contribute however he can. This wasn't just a routine 3 points, it was a proper statement victory in the backyard of a European powerhouse. Arsenal's organisation was spot on, transitions lightning quick and finishing lethal, only conceding once despite Inter's threats. The heavily rotated side still dominated spells, showing hunger and belief that's got Gunners everywhere absolutely buzzing. It's the sort of performance that builds massive confidence for silverware chases across all competitions. With the last 16 spot already secured and qualification locked in early, focus now shifts to the return leg against Inter at the Emirates and Sunday's blockbuster Premier League clash with Manchester United. Arteta will tread carefully with minutes, especially for Jesus given his injury history, but nights like this are priceless for squad morale and momentum heading into the business end of the season. All told, it's another huge step forward for Arsenal under Arteta. The attitude, the quality, the sheer desire to keep winning, it's turning heads across the country. Proper proud night for North London. The Gunners are flying high. Come on, you beauties. Come on, you Gunners. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners.